Max Verstappen's comments have got him into hot water. Liam is poised to take the Red Bull seat for 2025, and Visa Cash App RB is getting a new name. Do consider subscribing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. In the high-speed world of Formula One, Red Bull Racing has dominated the headlines, but as they prepare for the 2025 season, some clouds are forming on the horizon. Despite their impressive points tally this year, genuine concerns loom over their performance package moving forward. Throughout the previous season, Max Verstappen clinched the championship, finishing well ahead of competitors like Lando Norris. Yet, it's essential to recognize that the RB20 wasn't the fastest car on the grid for most of the season. Following developments made in Japan, Red Bull found themselves struggling to enhance the performance of their car, encountering a stagnation period that surprised many within the team. One of the pivotal moments was during the Hungarian Grand Prix, where the new package did not live up to the expectations set by wind tunnel tests. This misalignment marked the beginning of a concerning trend for Red Bull, as they lost crucial ground to rivals like Ferrari and McLaren later in the season. The competition grew fierce, and the champions of last year found themselves on the back foot. Helmut Marko, Red Bull's advisor, illuminated some of the challenges the team faced after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. He candidly acknowledged the ongoing deficiencies with their simulation tools and the correlation between simulation data and what actually translates on the track. He voiced concern that if McLaren continued to improve without a corresponding leap from Red Bull, the gap could close significantly. Marko pointed out, "The car is in a much too narrow window in which it works. This indicates a vital area requiring attention from their technical team. The road to success is indeed paved with challenges, and it will take considerable effort to bridge the gap between expectations and reality." Additionally, it's hard to ignore the resurgence of competitors like Ferrari and McLaren. This year has been a tale of unexpected outcomes and fierce competition, a stark contrast to what Red Bull anticipated. Their technical director, Pierre Wash, recognized that the rivalry they are faced with now is what they expected last season. Both Ferrari and McLaren have made notable progress, dismantling their past errors and crafting a more competitive aerodynamic platform. As a result, they have been able to develop faster and more efficiently than Red Bull, a trend that must be concerning for the team. In Formula One, performance is relative, and acknowledging that luck played a role in their previous dominance doesn't negate the reality that competitors have made significant strides. Looking ahead, Red Bull will need to confront these challenges head-on. With a technical crew hard at work, the coming year will be a test of resilience and innovation. As the team gears up to defend their position in this competitive landscape, the key questions are, will they resolve the discrepancies in their simulations before the racing season begins? And how will they adapt as rival teams continue to evolve? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into these potential battles and what they may mean for Red Bull's 2025 ambitions. It's shaping up to be a thrilling season ahead. As the season progressed, it became increasingly evident that Red Bull is struggling to enhance the performance of their car. Max Verstappen, their star driver, frequently expressed his concerns about the RB20's characteristics, highlighting ongoing challenges that only saw partial resolutions late in the season. For a team that previously navigated these regulations with seeming ease just a year ago, this shift raises significant concerns. Helmut Marko's observations about the poor correlation between simulator data and track performance underscore a familiar issue. This isn't merely a momentary setback, it hints at a deeper limitation within Red Bull's current design. The struggles they've faced mirror those of other teams like Aston Martin and, to an extent, Mercedes, despite Mercedes having begun to remedy their wind tunnel problems. This scenario adds an uncertainty factor to Red Bull's winter development as they seek solutions. In a competitive landscape where 4 teams can vie for victory, every misstep adds up quickly. Red Bull can't solely depend on Verstappen's exceptional talent to secure results consistently. The challenge ahead for the team is to demonstrate that their concept isn't as restricted as some of the leadership has suggested. The upcoming season will demand innovation and resilience as they work to refine their strategies and boost car performance. As we look ahead, McLaren's performance in 2024 cannot be overlooked. They clinched their first constructors' title since 1998, prompting a deeper assessment of their remarkable turnaround. Mercedes, on the other hand, faced a tumultuous season despite achieving 4 wins. Their journey epitomized the struggles and occasional triumphs synonymous with elite motorsport, yet left many unmet expectations. Ferrari also made strides, with drivers Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz delivering unexpected highs. This resurgence signals a renewed hope for the Scuderia as they look to solidify their growth in future seasons. And let's not forget the insights we gained from Lando Norris in the 2024 season. His pivotal victory in Abu Dhabi helped secure McLaren's championship, showcasing his pivotal role in a complex year filled with ups and downs. As we wrap up this recap, the competitive dynamics of Formula One continue to shift. With Red Bull at a crossroads, the path they take will not only impact their team, but the entire landscape of F1 racing as rival teams work tirelessly to close the gap. The anticipation builds as we await the unfolding drama in 2025. In a significant announcement for the 2025 Formula One season, Red Bull's second team has unveiled a new name. They will officially be known as the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls. This marks a shift from their previous identity, which was abbreviated as VCARB, and clarified by CEO Peter Bayer amidst some confusion during the current season. The rebranding effort comes after a series of identity changes for Red Bull's second team. Since 2006, when they acquired the struggling Minardi team, their secondary setup has gone through various names and styles. Initially dubbed Toro Rosso, which means Red Bull in Italian, the team was rebranded to AlphaTauri in 2020 to align with Red Bull's fashion brand. This decision was more than cosmetic. It aimed to solidify the team's presence in the racing world. With the introduction of the Racing Bulls moniker in 2024, Red Bull sought to return to the team's original roots as a junior outfit while also improving financial performance. The new team name created opportunities for partnerships, particularly with major sponsors like Visa and Cash App, ultimately leading to the name Visa Cash App RB. However, the recent naming convention sparked confusion among fans and commentators alike. There was ambiguity over how to refer to the team, with many using RB and VCARB interchangeably. Peter Bayer's clarification about the usage of the full name for the team moving forward is a strategic move to eliminate any uncertainty, aligning the team's identity clearly with its sponsors. As we look towards the 2025 F1 grid, it's evident that the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls will be a notable presence. Fans can expect to see this new branding in action, as the team aims not just for performance on the track, but also a strong identity off it. Red Bull's ongoing evolution in Formula One showcases their commitment to the sport, the market, and most importantly, their fans. The new name signifies a fresh start and exciting developments in the world of F1 racing. Stay tuned for more updates as we dive deeper into the stats and performance leading up to what promises to be an exhilarating 2025 Formula One season. As we transition into the heart of the F1 2024 season, a myriad of discussions is igniting the passion of motorsport fans worldwide. One particularly pressing topic is the head-to-head qualifying record between teammates, a crucial aspect that often determines the team dynamics and overall performance. This season, there's been a notable shift in the team structure. A recent comment from Bayer sheds light on some challenges faced by the team regarding their identity. He remarked on the confusion surrounding their team name. "We've been struggling to a certain extent with making it clear to people what the team name is." It's understandable, especially in such a fast-paced environment where branding can make or break recognition among fans. Bayer elaborated on how rapidly changes were made, noting that things happened within weeks, leading to a bit of a rush. He confidently asserts that people are now beginning to refer to them correctly as Visa Cash App Racing Bulls, or VCARB for short. This clarity is essential as team names often carry weight in their respective histories and can affect branding efforts significantly. The VCARB team's performance this season has also been a focal point. They finished in P8 in the Constructors' Championship standings, securing 46 points. This result has set the stage for what could be a transformative season ahead, considering their new name and identity. Returning to the track, the controversy stirred by Max Verstappen's recent incidents continues to create chatter. Discussions are emerging about potential penalties for the upcoming F1 2025 season following his actions during the Abu Dhabi GP. Fans are eager to voice their opinions on whether such penalties could impact his standing and mindset heading into a crucial future. Max Verstappen has had an impressive journey in Formula One, recently claiming his fourth consecutive title in 2024. However, it's not just his achievements that have made headlines. Martin Brundle, a renowned commentator and former driver, has reignited the conversation around Verstappen's temperament after a rather controversial incident during the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. During the race, an opening corner collision occurred between Max Verstappen and McLaren's Oscar Piastri. Verstappen made a daring move down the inside, but unfortunately he clipped Piastri's car, causing both drivers to spin out. This incident was particularly significant since McLaren was vying for their first constructors' title since 1998, a goal they ultimately achieved thanks to Lando Norris, who clinched the victory, while Piastri managed to recover to a respectable 10th place. In the aftermath of the collision, the stewards issued a 10-second penalty to Verstappen, ruling him wholly at fault for the incident. This decision did not sit well with the Red Bull driver, who vented his frustration over the team radio, calling the stewards stupid idiots. This explosive reaction drew criticism from Brundle during the Sky F1 commentary, who condemned Verstappen's response and emphasized that it was just not fair for him to lash out at the stewards. Brundle elaborated further on his viewpoint in his column, expressing that such a reaction was not wise for the reigning champion. He noted that when making crucial moves during a race, drivers must exercise a level of caution, especially at the very first corner. The exchange between Verstappen and Piastri highlighted a lapse in judgment. Brundle pointed out that while Senna once famously said, "If you don't go for a gap, you're no longer a racing driver," Verstappen's risky maneuver was one that could have been avoided. After the race, there was a shift in Verstappen's demeanor. He took the time to apologize to both Piastri and the McLaren team, showcasing a more composed side after the initial outburst. He explained that while he had attempted to back out of the move, he was unable to prevent the contact from happening. The Dutch driver reflected on the situation, saying that once you're in that position, you're focused on the car ahead and may not always account for what's going on behind. Verstappen's explanation offered some insight into the racing mindset, where judgment calls are made in an instant, and the pressure of competing at such a high level can lead to split-second decisions that can have serious consequences. This incident raises questions about the balance of aggression and caution in racing, especially for a driver of Verstappen's caliber. As he continues his career in Formula One, how he handles these moments will be as crucial as his performance on the track. The situation serves as a reminder that even the best drivers can falter under pressure, and maintaining composure is essential, not just during the race, but also in the moments that follow. While Verstappen's skill behind the wheel has earned him accolades, his public outburst could threaten to overshadow his achievements if not managed carefully. The world of Formula One is watching closely, and how Verstappen navigates both the triumphs and challenges ahead will undoubtedly shape his legacy in the sport. When discussing the recent collision between Red Bull's Max Verstappen and McLaren's Oscar Piastri, it's essential to acknowledge its implications for both teams. McLaren team principal Andrea Stella noted that although the incident felt unnecessary, it ultimately showcased McLaren's strengths in a season marred by challenges. Stella expressed his initial disappointment at the collision, particularly during such a crucial phase of the championship battle. He emphasized that moments like these could hinder the hard work teams put in throughout the season. However, he quickly shifted focus, highlighting how adversity often brings out the best in competitors. Indeed, Stella praised Piastri for his determination, as he managed to score points that might prove significant as the championship unfolds. Lando Norris also received accolades for his calm and collected performance during the race. Stella pointed out that Norris delivered an exceptional race weekend when it mattered the most. His ability to navigate pressure and make tough decisions, like whether to pit during a safety car period, illustrated his competitive edge. For Stella, seeing Norris at his best was an affirming moment, setting high expectations for the future. The team's pit stop during the race was another critical moment. According to Stella, it epitomized the maturity and resilience of both the team and car performance. A slip during the pit stop could have jeopardized their position in the championship just as it reached its climax, but the team executed it flawlessly. Stella believes the incident at Corner 1 inadvertently set the stage for those strengths to shine brightly. Looking forward, Stella hopes that McLaren can continue to grow in performance without needing to face adversities or challenges. The dream is to have a competitive car from the get-go, thus avoiding the high-stakes racing that defines the last few races of the season. Lando Norris recently wrapped up the 2024 season on a high note, leading McLaren to clinch the Constructors' title. As he looks ahead to the 2025 season, Norris is determined to secure the Drivers' Championship. He believes he possesses the skills and mindset to bridge the gap that currently exists between him and the top contenders. This past year, after a dominant 2023 campaign, reigning champion Max Verstappen certainly put in the work to maintain his title defense. However, Lando Norris emerged as a formidable challenger, especially following his impressive win in Miami. His standout performance with the MCL38 meant he was in close contention with Verstappen, particularly until the Brazil Grand Prix, where Verstappen showcased his masterclass, thereby overshadowing Norris's title aspirations. Despite the season's ups and downs, what became clear is that while McLaren made significant progress, there's still a notable gap to close between Norris and Verstappen. It's evident that Norris's performance consistently placed him near the front, but Verstappen's dominance throughout the season allowed him to secure the title with 3 races left on the calendar. Looking to the future, Norris acknowledges that he's on a journey of growth. He expressed to Sky Sports that while there's certainly room for improvement, he's seen remarkable progress in his skills, particularly in the latter half of the 2024 season. In his own words, Norris states, "I think this year I've proved not everything is where it needs to be. But I feel like I've improved a lot in the last quarter and second half of the year." These sentiments illustrate not just his commitment to growth, but also his unwavering belief in his capabilities. Norris is not shying away from the fact that he can compete alongside the likes of Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, and even legends like Lewis Hamilton. He's determined that, with hard work and focus during the off-season, he will elevate his performance across the board to ensure he's in the best position to contend for the championship. He asserts, "I have confidence that I can fight against Max and Charles and all these other drivers who are capable of winning championships." This confidence is crucial as he gears up to take on the competition. However, Norris is also realistic about the areas that need enhancement. He understands that, while he has what it takes to compete at the highest level, there are still specific aspects of his performance that require attention. "Yes, I need to improve in areas, and certain areas are not up to the level they need to be," he admits, indicating his proactive approach to personal and professional development. As competitors like McLaren's rivals become more consistent, the pressure will surely ramp up. But this doesn't deter Norris. His mindset is geared towards hard work and dedication, ready to refine his skills during the winter break. The upcoming season is shaping up to be crucial for Norris and McLaren. With aspirations high and the desire to challenge for the championship, fans will be keeping a close eye on how he and his team perform. For Lando Norris, the journey towards becoming a champion in 2025 has just begun, and he's determined to make his mark. Ferrari made a significant comeback after the Italian Grand Prix, thanks to updates that effectively resolved their mid-season performance dip. This resurgence placed them back among the top contenders for race victories, reigniting the competitive spirit that fans expect from the prancing horse. At the same time, Mercedes was steadily gaining momentum as they approached the summer break. Races in Canada, Silverstone, and Belgium showcased the capabilities of the W15, allowing it to match the performance of McLaren's MCL38. Although they faced some setbacks over the summer, Mercedes proved to be a persistent challenge for Norris, continuously pushing him even when the team couldn't fully capitalize on their COTA upgrades at first. Then came the Las Vegas Grand Prix, where the Silver Arrows demonstrated their dominance with a commanding 1-2 finish. This success was a testament to James Allison's technical team, which had optimized their car package, revealing the true potential of their updates. However, amid all these developments, Lando Norris found himself in the thick of an unpredictable season. With the rise of other teams and the pressure mounting, he knows that the challenges he faced this year are just a glimpse of what's to come in 2025. As competitors improve, especially Ferrari and Mercedes, Norris will need to elevate his performance levels to stay ahead. This upcoming year promises to be no walk in the park for Norris. The likes of Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton could easily position themselves alongside Max Verstappen as fierce championship contenders. Given that McLaren's advantage in this season wasn't overwhelming, Norris will need to step up his game significantly to navigate the intensified competition now on the horizon. As both Ferrari and Mercedes gear up for next season with strong foundations heading into the winter break, the implications for Norris and McLaren are clear. The push for excellence will be greater than ever. In the broader context of Formula One, McLaren's successful 2024 season marked a triumphant return to form, claiming their first constructors' title since 1998. Meanwhile, Mercedes endured a tumultuous season, grappling with challenges yet managing to secure 4 race victories. Ferrari also had its share of highs and lows throughout the year, led by Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, who showed the team's resilience and potential for growth. As we look ahead, all eyes will be on how these teams evolve. Red Bull, despite their impressive lineup, has its own concerns regarding the 2025 package. The path to championship contention will be multifaceted, filled with obstacles and opportunities alike, and championship fans are ready for the drama that the next season holds. Coming back to Norris, he's not just a passive observer in this narrative. His journey towards greatness is just beginning, promising an exhilarating season filled with fierce rivalry, innovation, and the magic of racing. The excitement is palpable as we brace ourselves for what lies ahead on the Formula One grid.